Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the what seems to be long-awaited black tea on my shelf video, and I'm going to be sharing with you the black teas in my collection. So let's get started because there are way more than I thought there were. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to show you is actually what I had this morning and have had every morning this week, and that is the Builders, Make Mine a Builders tea. This I got in the England Try the World box, and it's just, you know, your basic black English breakfast tea, and it's amazing. It's really quick to make, and it comes in these little like tea bags, circular tea bags, and it's definitely one of those things that I didn't think that I would like when I first saw it, because I was like, it'll probably just be an ordinary black tea. And it is, but it is perfect, quick morning breakfast black tea. The next one is from Butiki, and it is Hello Sweetie, and this is like a coconut black tea, and it's really, really good. And I have not had this iced, but I imagine that it is the most amazing iced tea, especially if you add a little bit of sweetener. I bet it would be just fantastic. And I'm glad I picked this up because I believe that it's long gone. The next one is probably the oldest one in my collection, and that is Yunnan Jig, and this is from Adagio, and this is a great black breakfast tea as well. This is something that I used to drink in the morning all the time. It's definitely full-bodied and delicious, and it's a strong cup of black tea. So if you are going to make an Adagio order, this is a great one to try if you're looking for a strong black tea. Another one from Adagio is the Adagio Peach Black Tea, and this one's pretty good. It still doesn't live up to the Republic of Tea Black Peach Tea that I love so much, but I'm saving what's left of this to try iced in the summer because I think that it would make a really nice sweet iced tea as well. So these two are from Whispering Pines, and they're kind of similar. The first one is Golden Orchid, and the next one is North Winds. So Golden Orchid is just this incredible sort of vanilla chocolatey black tea. It has pieces of Madagascar vanilla in it, and the tea itself, the base tea, is very chocolatey and amazing on its own, and then when you add in that vanilla, it is so rich and desserty and delicious, and it's one of those teas that I save and don't drink all the time because I feel like this is a cup I really want to savor. And this is pretty much Whispering Pines' signature blend. This is what everybody, you know, that places an order basically goes for. So if you are interested in placing an order with Whispering Pines, definitely get Golden Orchid. I know since I got this one, they have changed it a little bit, but I think it's for the better. It had something to do with the vanilla. I think it's a higher quality or something like that. But yeah, this is fantastic. One thing that Brandon always says is before you get your scoop out of this, make sure you shake it so that you mix the vanilla and the tea leaves back up, because the vanilla will settle to the bottom because it's heavier. So yeah, this is definitely one that I really, really enjoy. And North Winds is actually the base tea for Golden Orchid, and it is just like a subtle chocolatey flavor, and it is so good. I drink this one a little more often than Golden Orchid, but I still really like to savor this one because it is so good. These are two of my favorite black teas for sure. So I have a couple samples that I got from Just Organics Tea, and I don't remember if I've tried these. I know I haven't tried the iced raspberry one. It's just a black tea raspberry, and I'm looking forward to trying that in the summer. The next one is the Just an Irish Breakfast, and I think I had this. I don't remember much about it. I think it was just sort of a basic Irish breakfast tea. As far as breakfast teas go, I usually lean more towards the English breakfast teas. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word English. Fantastic. I usually lean more towards English breakfast teas over Irish breakfast teas, so I don't remember much about this one. A few more Just Organics teas. The first one is Just Epic Earl Grey. I don't like Earl Grey basically at all. I will drink sometimes occasionally, but I just don't usually drink it. My fiance, however, is a huge fan of Earl Grey teas, so I got this one for him when I made my Kickstarter order, and he really likes this. He says it's a really good basic Earl Grey tea. Then there's Just Awesome ASSAM. See, I said ASSAM this time. This one is really good. I've had this a couple of times this month in the morning before work, and it is a great, you know, wake me up black tea. It's one that I definitely get a lot of use out of and will be sad when it's gone, but I would probably order this one again from Just Organic Teas. And then the last one is probably my favorite chai of anything. Well, not my last black tea, but my last Just Organics black tea is the Just Charming Chai, and it is really good. This makes an amazing chai tea latte, and like I've said before, I make my chai tea lattes with almond milk and a little bit of raw sugar sweetener. This is really good. It makes a really nice, spicy, but not too spicy chai latte, and I just had not found a chai tea that I liked well enough to consistently use for a latte until I found this one. And so I'm really glad that I found it through their Kickstarter, and yeah, I obviously got quite the large bag of this one to have on hand. And another chai that I have is the Whispering Pines Traditional Masala Chai, and I don't like this one as much as that one. This one lacks that sweetness. I feel like it is a lot spicier than the Just Organics tea chai, and so this one I don't really reach for all that often. It's definitely not a favorite. So the next one is kind of a weird one. It didn't feel like something that would go in a black tea, but it's the Cool Cucumber Black Tea from DAVIDSTEA, and this sounds weird. I think I originally thought, well, why would you make that a black tea and not a green or a white tea? But after I had it, it's sort of like those flavors would probably overpower a white or a green tea. And so it fits really well with the black tea. It doesn't overpower the tea, but it still has that distinct cucumber flavor, and it's bizarre. I guess it still sort of falls into that melon tea category because it has honeydew in it along with the cucumber. And yeah, it's a lot better than it sounds because it sounds weird. One that I picked up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, I can't remember which one, is the FAUCHON Pomme de Verger, I don't know. It's an apple tea. I'm sorry, my friend Ashley is going to just laugh when she hears me try to pronounce that in French. But anyways, it's a FAUCHON tea, and it is apple, and I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of this. I've only had it once. The tin is really neat, but it's just okay. It's one of those that it's sort of like, I'm not crazy about apple flavored teas in the first place. I just don't think that it necessarily stands up as a tea flavoring so well, so this one's just okay. So one of my Harney & Sons black teas is the Harney & Sons Apricot, and this one is one of those teas that I'm glad that I did try it iced and sweetened, because if I hadn't, I probably would have gotten rid of this. This, when it's hot, to me tastes like chemicals, which is strange because it's not. It's apricot, like it's actual apricot flavoring, and it smells, I don't know. This one did not appeal to me when I smelled it first off, and I think I tried it 3 times hot and thought it was disgusting. But we were going to, I think it was a Thanksgiving dinner or Easter, it was Easter, at my fiance's family's house, and we decided we wanted to bring some sweet tea, and so we sweetened this one and made that because I was like, well, let's see what happens. I don't like it anyways, so if we take it and we get rid of some of it, then that's great. But when we sweetened it, it turned out to be one of the best iced teas. And the pitcher that we brought was gone so fast, and everybody wanted more of it. So as much as I really hate this as a hot tea, I think it is a fantastic sweet iced tea. So I will definitely put this on the list of ones that I would purchase again for that reason. So then another Butiki tea is the FOXY ROXY Banana Walnut Treat. I don't really like this. It is a pretty big, like it's pretty popular with a lot of people on Steepster, and I know that she has run out of this, so there isn't any more of this. I apologize for anybody who sees these Butiki teas and wants them, but they're pretty much, most of the Butiki teas I have now are no longer available. But she's coming out with a lot of really neat new blends that are sort of like short batches. So if you're interested in Butiki teas and some of these flavors sound interesting, definitely go check out what she has available, because some of those might strike your fancy. But anyways, back to this one. It's okay. The banana is really strong to me and it sort of sticks to your palate, and that's what I think I don't like about it. But it's okay. I probably will find somebody on Steepster that really loves this tea and give it a better home, because it just is not my favorite. And another Harney & Sons black tea that I have is the Paris black tea, which is one of their best sellers. And this was actually the second Harney & Son tea I ever had. The first being the Jasmine Dragon Pearls that I love so much. But my fiance actually made this one for me. I can't remember if he made it hot or iced. I know he's made it both ways, and I really enjoyed it, which is hilarious because this is sort of an Earl Grey. Like, it has that bergamot flavor that I really don't like. But something in what it's blended with makes this not nearly as strong of a bergamot flavor. And I enjoy this one a lot more than any Earl Grey. So this one is definitely something that I feel like is pretty universally loved and is a good introduction to Harney & Sons if you are wanting to make an order. It's very good, and it's good hot and it's good iced. And finally, I have a set of Adagio custom blends. It's the Magic Potions Harry Potter set, and there are quite a few of them. I think of all of the ones in the set that I got, there was only one tea that wasn't a black tea, which was sort of disappointing, and some of them I feel like don't fit as black teas as far as like what they are, what the potion is in the storyline, so I thought that was a little strange. And they're okay. They're just very finely milled, and that can sometimes lead to a real bitter tea easily. It doesn't allow for as much user error. So the first one is the Verita Serum, and this one I think has chocolate in it or something. This one I liked a lot, yeah. It has some chocolate in it, and it smells sort of like a raspberry chocolate bar, so this one I really liked. Amor Amortia is it has strawberries, I think, in it. Yeah, it's okay. Not my favorite. I liked it, but not as much as some of the other ones. I have not tried butterbeer. One of my coworkers did and liked it a lot. It's okay. I mean, it smells okay. It smells kind of like burnt sugar. Then there's Skelligro, and it's a black tea green tea blend, and it's weird. I don't understand black tea green tea blends because they're hard to get the steeping right, and you always end up, I mean, 9 times out of 10 this ends up being too bitter. And again, I don't know, this is one of those that I guess bitterness fits it because this was supposed to be a nasty potion. Then I have Treacle Tart, which also sort of smells like burnt sugar. This one and butterbeer are similar to me. Not the best of the group. The Elixir of Life I really like. I think this is the one that has strawberry in it. It kind of smells like a fruit roll-up to me, but I liked this one a lot. And the last two, the first one is Polyjuice Potion. This one has some spices in it, sort of like chai-esque spices, but not a chai. It smells atrocious. And I have not tried this one because I don't know. I guess aptly, Polyjuice Potion, it stinks and it probably tastes bad. And then the last one is the Pumpkin Punch or Potion, Pumpkin Potion. It's not pumpkin juice. I don't know. I haven't tried this one either. It smells weird. A lot of them smell weird. But it seems interesting. There are a few of them I haven't tried, and I want to try all of them, but I'm also ready to be rid of those because they are definitely not the best black tea set. I got them on novelty, and I believe that the set was on sale. And I'm glad I got them because they're fun, and I'll definitely be keeping the 10s. And a few of them are pretty good, but I wouldn't repurchase any of those just solely based on how like finely ground the black tea is, and so it's finicky. So that is everything. I do have some oolongs that I didn't include in this video, so I will do a really short separate video on my oolong teas, and that should be coming probably in February. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for me as far as black tea, or if you want to ask any questions about any of the teas that I mentioned in this video, I would love to answer them in the comments. And that is about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!